From picking up the sand, picking up the rocks, placing all the rocks into the 160-gallon tank, then filling it up with water, we are officially done. And it looks absolutely amazing.
Oh, dude. Come on, dude.
What is going on, Cuffaros? Welcome back to another video here today. It's the day we rebuild the 160-gallon tank. So we're gonna make rocks. The whole background of the tank is gonna be like a 3D printed, like, you know, you can print pre-printed like 3D backgrounds. You slide in the back of your tank and it looks like it's 3D. We're gonna do that, but with real rock. Here at the bushel stop, there is an endless amount, as you can tell, of rock here. What I'm doing today is sliding with some blue frost, which looks like that right there. Nick is in school right now. I just texted him a few pictures of different types of rocks, what we should do, and he agreed just with me with the blue frost. So I'm gonna get all this rock, wait for him to get home, and then we're gonna start working on the 160-gallon. This is gonna be dedicated to African cichlid. I figured, hey, I've done the exotic thing, I've got arowana, I did the gar, I did everything in the big tank. What else can we do to switch it up and to where it still allows us to have like catfish on the bottom, a different species along with the fish that are already in the 160. So bringing these African cichlids into this tank not only allows us to bring the African cichlids, we can bring many other species with it. So with that being said, getting the rocks now. After the rocks, gotta go to Home Depot, get some sand, then we can officially head home and get this thing on the way. Here at Home Depot now, and this is the exact stuff that I have inside the pool pond. So we're gonna use this. We're only gonna need like probably 2 or 3 bags. I'm gonna go with 3 just so we have a little bit of thicker sand. 3 bags of some play sand and we'll be out of here, ready to build. That should be enough. I'm almost tempted to get 4 just in case, but we're good with 3. All right, the room is an absolute mess, but I got all 3 bags of sand in here, took out as much black sand as I possibly could, and I'm thinking I'm just gonna put the white sand over and kind of mix it and have little pieces of black sand spread out throughout the tank, kind of look cool. From the last design that was in this corner here, that little cave, if you remember, that's the rock from that, so we got a little rock left over, and then of course the whole bed of the truck is full with new rock. So without further ado, I'm just gonna pour this sand right here into the tank and see if 3 bags was enough. Wow, we are gonna have plenty of sand. This is 1 bag and it's already half the tank. Still got an extra bag and the tank is done. I'm not even gonna use 3, so I was right. I was 1 off, should have had 2, but 1 extra one is never a big deal. You can always have some extra sand. That is the tank right there. As you can see, I pre-buried our aerators. So this one is already buried. As you can tell, it's a lot easier to just bury them beforehand. And of course, this one is buried over here as well. So now we got our 2 aerators. This one blows bigger bubbles than that one. That's got a small little stick stone on there, and this one just doesn't even have a stone. I just buried under. Anyway, from a far view, before we even get the rocks in the room or anything, the tank is looking good. I got 20 minutes until Nick gets here. I'm gonna wait on him. I'm just gonna bring all the rocks and keep them right here. The plan is to just kind of fill the whole back with rocks and caves and everything you could possibly think of. And then all of our live plants are in the flower horns tank right now. I needed somewhere to put them, so I just dropped them on in here. George doesn't mind. He's still chilling. He's still hungry. Look at him. He still wants food. Here you go, buddy. Watch this. Boom. Right there, George. Right there. Oh, some real work right here. Anyway, tank's done. Sand is in the tank. Now, the size of this tank is a lot bigger than I actually thought. Initially, I was like, all right, so it's a big tank. This tank is actually really big. As you can tell, without water, it really just shows the size. I am beyond stoked to just change up the whole theme, just redo it. White sand, rocks in the background. It's a completely different theme. And I hope y'all are just as excited as I am to get this thing done. Look who's here. Nicky B. Nick, so what'd you do during class today, you told me?
I drew out how I wanted to make this tank.
Okay, he said he doesn't want me to touch any rocks.
Yep.
Which, hey, I'll let you do that. I'm gonna let you do your thing. Just don't break the glass and you're good.
I might have to get in here, dude.
I got you a little stepping stool, bro. We'll be fine, we'll be fine. Anyway, Nick is gonna do a lot of the rock work. I'm sure I'm gonna help. But we got a lot of rock to work with, and we're gonna make this thing bad to the bone.
This sand, bro.
I got it from Home Depot.
Some nice sand.
Yeah, it's the play sand. I got you an extra bag if you want it.
Taste it?
Good?
Great.
Good? Alright, cool. So now designing this tank, what we're doing is making a U shape. So from this corner all the way to that corner, and kind of just, as you can see, we're just gonna kind of fold out a bit. So just make like a half U shape from corner to corner and leave the back kind of open so the fish can go through and hang out back here as well. So what we're doing is pretty much just slate, like a slate rock. So what we're doing is putting a slate, and just kind of keep on going like a ladder, zigzagging up. And it gives them the little spaces to go in and out from. So we're just gonna keep on doing that, and we're gonna keep the sides low and then build up the top. So this will be about right there. Yeah, it's gonna look cool. Alright, well, there it is. Holy moly, dude. It's killer. So we got like a little built up side right here, and then another little built up side over here, and it just kind of goes all the way out. Just look at that thing, dude. White sand, and that doesn't even have any of our plants yet. Wait till we get the greens in there. It's gonna look 4,000 times better. Now, without further ado, it's water time. Time to let it rip. There she goes. As you can see, I put the wave maker in there. I buried it like in the rock, so it's shooting like straight up to the surface of the water. Look at it hiding back up in there. Tank is filling up. Water's gonna be a little bit murky. I'm not gonna do the rest of the plants that are in here until this water is clear. It could be a few hours from now.
One eternity later.
This right here behind me is the 160-gallon tank, finished but yet not planted. We're about to put the rest of the plants in right now. I threw the top on just for the good looks in the beginning of this. It is unreal. Just think about this right here behind me with plants clearer than this, because it is still just a bit foggy, with a bunch of colorful African cichlids, all sorts of African cichlids swimming around in here. If you don't know what African cichlid is, I'm sure you saw the picture that I popped up earlier on in this video, but here's another one for you. They're beautiful looking fish, and they tend to breed just like the mollies and platies, a lot. We should be seeing some babies in here without a doubt. Gotta let the tank sit, cycle. I already had the filter media from the old fish that were in there before, so that's a head start. If you're wondering where the pig is, she's Lulu. That's her. There you are. Alright, go back to doing your thing. Anyway, what do you think? We've got a total of 4 different aerators in there. I added 2 more. Here's the one aerator that pops out some big old bubbles. Right there is another. You swing on over to the right even a little more, bringing out some big bubbles getting pushed. The big bubbles come from when the little bubbles hit the top of a rock. They just sit there under the rock. They all meet under that rock, become one big bubble, and then come up. That's exactly what I'm guessing they do, at least. So you got some more bubbles coming out of the front of the rocks right there, as well as some little ones behind that, which makes it look amazing. You can see the spread of bubbles right there. And then the last one is right here. You can actually see it better from this angle right here. Bringing out some big ones and of course some little ones as well. So good variety of oxygen right there. 1, 2, 3, 4 different places with oxygen, let alone without the wave maker and of course our 2 filters which are across the way there. Alrighty, one last thank you. Thank you, George. Thank you, Georgia, for letting me use your tank here. I'm going to take my plants now. I'm not trying to do anything. Alrighty, wowzers. These are gonna look so cool. Alright, I'm gonna plant these 2 little scrubs first before anything. Gotta look for a good place to put them. Right yonder? Right yonder? Yeah. Right there and right there. Here we go. As you can see that little curve in that rock right there, I figured why don't I fill that in? So I threw one right there, of course, and then the other one right here. So now we got 2 more plants now added into the aquarium. But that doesn't mean we're done. These, not this one, but these right here is what I'm gonna fill the whole front of the tank with because they're big and puffy, meaning they could fill in a big area. Boom, there's all 3 of those ones. As you can tell, just spread them throughout. Whenever you're planting an aquarium, you wanna switch it up. So as you can tell, it's like Amazon, skip to, Amazon, skip to, Amazon. And you can see the ones that I've skipped are also in a pattern. Boom, 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 and then back to the Amazon. So it looks real nice and even here. That is our bottom plants right there. Now we're gonna move to some of the bigger ones that are going in the back here. All right, we got three plants left. These are the bigger ones that are going all the way in the back. I'm reaching down. Oh yeah, dude, look at that. Now the plants come with this little tiny piece of metal, and you can actually, when you get them, they're usually loose, so tighten it up, wrap it around. It's real easy to bend, super easy metal to bend, and your roots are way better off staying together. Sometimes you'll see how one of these slips out and floats to the surface whenever you get live plants. That's the reason. That's not tight usually when you buy it, so tighten it up. Now, since I did one on the right side, I gotta do this one on the left side. Kinda get what I'm saying? Alrighty, now you see that one plant hiding back there on the left? Once it clears up, or like 2 days from now at least, this will all be crystal clear, and of course on this channel you get a better look at it. But right now I'm using the light for the tank to kind of move back and forth wherever I'm filming. One last plant, and honestly, I'm not gonna put this rando in here. Let's put this sucker in the 90 gallon. And there is that. I wanna ask you, what do you think? For an African cichlid tank, my first one I've ever made with the help of Nick, rate it from 1 to 10 in the comments down below. Comment down below, what do you think? 1 through 10. Also, if you've made it this far into the video, let's see how many people have made it this far into the video. I've done this a few times, and it's unreal. How many people actually make it this far into the videos? If you do, I really do appreciate it, and I love you even more than those who don't make it here. Hit the like button for me. Let's see, down below. Subscribe to the channel as well. If you haven't done so already, join the family. And you already know, bring in bangers. I don't know if the bangers are as big as George's noggin, but they could be pretty close. And for today's positive comment shout out, going into DSKSA, DS with KSA. Love your videos, Paul. Keep up the good, and congrats on 500,000 subscribers. Once again, huge thank you. We just hit 500,000 subscribers. That is absolutely unreal. It's 500,000 people have hit that button. Incredible to me, blessed to have the opportunity to do something I love and share it with the world. If you want to win a positive comment shout out, all you gotta do is drop a positive comment in the description down below, comment section. Drop